Hey guys, and welcome back to World War II Solitaire board game channel. So we have finished with D-Day Dice, 2nd edition, the core box. We have finished Way to Hell. We used all of the modules and we also played all of the maps. So it's time to move on to the Atlantikwall expansion. And just like I did with Way to Hell, I think it's better to play one of the core maps to introduce the new modules, just not to get you guys too confused. So we'll introduce the new modules on Omaha Beach, and then we move on to map number 18, which is next in line. And we'll use the modules from Atlantikwall, and we will also use the module from Way to Hell. So we have 2 new modules. Actually, Atlantikwall does have 3. The first one is the Atlantikwall module, which lets you play as German, and it also lets you play versus games. So you play German versus allies. I have already showed you how that module works. You can find that on my channel if you're interested in how it looks when you play as the German. And I played it solo, so I played Germans versus allies, and the allies were bot controlled. And the other 2 modules are the badges and the battle conditions. So the battle conditions, I gotta say, I think they make the game a lot harder. I played a few games only with them, so maybe I was unlucky, but I have looked through all of the cards and there is way more cards which will give you a bad effect than there are cards that will give you a good effect. So I think with the battle conditions, it might actually be hard to win this map. Anyway, I'm going to show you how they work, but basically every turn of the game you draw a new battle conditions card, and that battle effect will have, it will be in effect for the entire turn. And then we have the badges, and the badges is not something that I particularly like to play with. Many people, including the designer, says that they make the game easier, but I personally don't really see them as actually doing that. And the reasoning to this is because the way to get a badge is that if you roll a battle cry or WB, you can forfeit that battle cry, meaning that you can advance without spending courage, or you can choose the RWB bonus, which for the Americans is 2 stars, and instead draw a badge. And I find 2 stars or even more courage, like if you get a battle cry over here, that's going to be 5 courage, to be more useful than whatever these badges give. Like here you have one that will give you free item costs free less. So I mean, you get 1 item that's 3 item points. That's definitely not worth 2 stars. When you draw this badge, or when this badge is drawn, it becomes the exact copy of another badge in play or in the deck until discarded. So I don't see how that is very useful. You only need 2 different colored skulls in your final tally to gain a Dead Man's Gift RWB. I don't think that's very powerful. Ignore all sector requirements and spend 1 less courage when advancing. This badge does not work when entering bunkers. That's a pretty good one. Awards cost 2 less courage for you. So this badge here saves us 2 courage, but to get it we have to spend, basically we don't gain the 2 stars or perhaps even more courage, up to 5 courage on this map to gain 2 courage. So I'm not going to show you all of the badges. You can see in my unboxing where I go through all of the components for Atlantikwall. There you can see all of the badges, but basically I just feel like they're not worth it. Even if I very, first of all, I mean that's my playstyle, and it might be very different to other people's playstyle, but I very rarely go for the battle cry RWB. And whenever I actually do get that RWB, I feel like whenever I choose a badge instead of those 2 stars, which is usually what I get, I feel like I get disappointed. I feel like, I should have went for the stars. But anyway, that's my experience with the badges, and I'm just gonna keep the badges so that you can see how they work. So this is Omaha Beach, and this is probably gonna be the first time that I record myself playing this map and actually not winning, because this is a tough map, and with the battle conditions it's gonna be even tougher. So we only have one possible starting sector, which is sector 1. We start with 4 soldiers. So this is how the battle conditions work. Immediately before phase 1, before phase 1, you take the top card. So we have their finest hour. Units pay 2 less courage to draw an award at random this turn. So that's actually a very good one. And then you have German player, which is not going to be valid now because we're playing solo. We're not playing competitively against someone who's controlling the Germans. So I mean that's actually a good one, but to get it in the first turn of the game is not so good, because obviously I'm not going to have 4 courage to spend. But it definitely beats a bad one. Okay, so we start off nice with fresh troops RWB. I'm gonna keep rolling. As you know, I like to get stars early on. That's at least 1 star. Okay. So we get an RWB fresh troops, which gives us 5 soldiers, so we're up to 9. Then we gain 9 more, so now we're up to 18. And then we gain 1 star. We adjust our unit marker, and there is nothing that we can really recruit with just 1 star. So we go to combat, and we lose 3 soldiers. So we're down to 15 soldiers. And that's the end of the first turn. So we go to the next turn, and we simply draw a new battle conditions card. Armored assault. A few allied armored vehicles appear on the battlefield. -2 defense in all sectors. That's hilarious. That's the first time I ever gotten 2 good battle condition cards in 1 turn. Probably just because I said it was making the game so difficult. Okay, let's go again. And I think I might just go for the courage this time. Really stingy with stars. Oh man, look at that. Wow. Oh, that was a star. What a beautiful roll. We got 2 RWBs. So first we got leadership, which gives us 2 courage. And then we got a battle cry. So I could actually get that battle cry now and buy a badge. And I think I'm going to do that. Normally, at this stage, I would get the 2 stars, battle cry, RWB, gain 2 stars, because 2 stars is more valuable to me currently. But I want to show you how the badges work. So instead of doing a battle cry, I am going to choose a badge. And we got the Grenadier. For you, items cost 3 less item points, but can never cost less than 3. So when you draw the badge, you use them just like an item. So he's not going to be active, you know, for the whole turn. So basically we can use it only once, and that's going to save us 3 item points. So not very good. Definitely not worth those 2 stars. Then we get 3 courage, we're up to 5, and we gain 3 stars, so we're up to 4. We adjust our unit die. And let's see here what I want to do. I want to recruit the point man for 2 stars to stay 1 extra turn in this sector. And I don't have any item points, so that is what it is. Combat, which is free, but thanks to our armored assault, it's a -2, so it's actually only 1 casualty in this turn. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the point man, so we don't adjust our unit die after this turn. And yeah, I should draw a new battle condition. During phase 5, it costs 1 less courage for unit to advance into a sector featuring a bomb crater, but it costs 1 courage to move out of a sector featuring a bomb crater, in addition to normal movement costs. So that means I could advance into this one, spending 0 courage. So that's actually a third good one. I don't know how I shuffle those cards, but I'm telling you guys, whenever I record, it seems to somehow bring me luck. Except I don't get the stars that I so badly want. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the soldiers. And I'm gonna reroll all 4 of those. Okay. So I'll cancel the 1 soldier there with the skull. We gain 2 stars, 1 courage, and 2 soldiers. And then I will not adjust my unit die this time because I have the point man, and I will recruit the drill sergeant for 3 stars. So we're down to 1. And then we have combat. I lose 3 soldiers. So I'm down to 12. I hope I remember to add the soldiers. That is one thing that I do like the battle conditions. The one thing I don't like about them is that it's one more thing to remember. So, and you know, there's when the game gets tense and there's so many adjustment things like the scout to remember, the things on the map to remember, it can mess with your head a little bit. But if you just keep practicing with it, you kind of get used to it. Okay, so we go to the next turn and we didn't adjust our unit die because we sacrificed the point man. So we draw a new battle condition. This time we get reloaded. Machine guns are reloaded and the enemy rains death upon the invaders. All units moving this turn lose 2 soldiers during phase 5 unless they move into a sector adjacent to barriers. So that's going to be bad for us this turn because we have to move this turn. Okay, it is what it is. Let's start rolling. Let's hope for some stars. And I just cannot get those stars early on, it seems. Could I get 1 more star? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna cancel the courage with that skull. And let's see, I gain 2 soldiers. And then I gain 3 stars, so we're up to 4. We'll adjust our unit die. And I am gonna go ahead and get the medic for 4 stars, but instead it's going to cost me 3 thanks to the drill sergeant. And now we have to move, and we move up here. That costs us 1 courage, and then thanks to the reloaded, the machine guns fire on us, so we lose 2 soldiers. So we're down to, I'm guessing we're down to 13 thanks to the medic. Lose 1 less soldier per phase. If lost, the medic can still save 1 soldier during that move. So I think that should be valid because phase 5 is move, and that's what we just did. And phase 6 is combat. So I will say that legally we lose 1 soldier instead of 2 thanks to the medic. However, then we lose 6 soldiers, which turns into 5 thanks to the sector. So we're down to 8 soldiers now. And we set our unit die to that side. I need to get the scout in preparation of the next sector. And I'm getting at least 1 star, but only 1 star. That's a little bit better. Gonna roll again. Okay. So let's see here, we get 3 stars, we're up to 4. We get 1 courage, 1 additional star actually from the map. We get 1 item point and 2 soldiers. Pretty low on soldiers now. Okay, we adjust our unit die, and this time I will go ahead and get the scout for 1 star. And hopefully I will be able to get some cool item here, but it's going to be rough because I'm going to take casualties now, and I need to be able to survive. I'm moving up that minefield, probably going into this sector, which takes 8 casualties, so it's not looking too good. Oh yeah, I should have drawn a new battle conditions card, which I forgot. Muddy mess. The mud makes traps easier to see, giving a break to the invaders. When units move over landmines, subtract 9 from the landmine die to a minimum of 0. But we're not crossing the landmines currently, so it doesn't really help us. So anyway, we move over here and we take 5 hits thanks to our medic. And that's it. And then it's the end of that turn, so we draw a new battle conditions card. A sudden and violent hail shower wreaks havoc on the battlefield. Units cannot reroll skulls. Ooh. Well, this is gonna be interesting, guys. No skulls. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep this roll. I am not gonna attempt to go for any further tools, just because in this situation here, if I do roll another skull, that's gonna lock and really mess with everything. So we get 2 free tools thanks to the scout and the map, and that's gonna give us 6 item points. We're up to 7. Then we gain 2 soldiers, so we're up to 7 soldiers. We gain 1 courage, 3 stars, so we're up to 7. And then an RWB with the stars, and I'm gonna do 2 courage for that. So we adjust our unit die, and let's see what I want to do here. I'm gonna go ahead. This is a tough one because I want to advance up here, but that's gonna take 8 soldiers. I only have 7. So let's see, is there something I can get? I could potentially use the grenadier to get the walkie-talkie. So I'll use the grenadier. For you, items cost 3 less item points, and I get the walkie-talkie for 2 item points. So we're down to 5, and that gives me 2 soldiers. I immediately discard that. And then I need to recruit someone, and I could recruit the paratrooper, which will give me 8 soldiers. Or I could go ahead and recruit the minesweeper, which is gonna save me from the mines at least. So I think that's the smartest move right now. So I'll go with the minesweeper for 2 stars thanks to the drill sergeant. So we move up and we ignore the minefield. We take 7 hits in the sector, but before we do that, let's spend 2 courage. And then we take 7 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're down to 2 soldiers. Not good at all. Okay. And then we draw a new battle condition. No skulls may be ignored in the final tallies of all units. And I'm not 100% sure what that really means. What I guess it means is that you cannot ignore skulls if you get RWBs with skulls, if you get a straight, or if you have the sharpshooter. That's my guess. It's not a good thing anyway. All right, let's go ahead and roll. So we can RWB a battle cry, but that really does not help me at all right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save the soldier, and I'll save 1 courage, the red one, hoping for an RWB with the soldier. I badly need soldiers. Okay, so let's see here what we got. We got 3 tools with the scout. That's 6 item points. We're up to 11 item points. We got 3 soldiers, so we're up to 5. We got 1 courage. Okay, so we adjust our unit die. And I think, first of all, I will get the paratrooper for 1 star. And that's gonna let me sacrifice him to get reinforcements RWB, which is 8 soldiers. So we then go up to 13 soldiers. And let's see here, I have 8 courage. I could potentially buy an award and hope that that helps me out. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So we will go down to 2 courage and draw a random award. Let's hope it's a good one. Add 2 results of your choice in any color to your final tally and 1 result to another units. Okay, so we basically get 3 results then, because another unit is always your unit. So we can use that whenever we want, so next turn. And then we have combat. We're gonna lose 7 soldiers. So we go down to 6. All right, next turn. Still, we're gonna try to get soldiers. And yeah, we got a few of them. And we should have drawn the battlefield condition, by the way. An enormous shell falls on the battlefield, killing many in a deafening explosion. All units lose 3 courage when this card is drawn. They can avoid this loss by rolling 1 less die during phase 1 for each courage they wish to avoid losing. Okay, so we only have 2, so we go down to 0 courage. Well, that's not terribly good. Okay, let's see here. Okay. All right, so what I am gonna do is I'm gonna use the skull on that and use my medal. Add 2 results of your choice in any color to your final tally and 1 result to another units. So let's see here. So the results I'm gonna add is obviously gonna be to give me an RWB. So we add a white 1 soldier and a blue 1 soldier. And then we add, let's see, I think I should try to get some courage actually. I'm really low on courage. We'll do a blue courage too. So that's really good. So our final tally is going to give us fresh troops, which is 5 soldiers. So we're up to 11. And then reinforcements, which is 8 soldiers. So we're up to 19. And then we gain 6, 7, 8, 9 more. So we go up to 28. And then we gain that 1 courage. Okay, I think that was pretty much a perfect card, that award for the moment. Not really, I cannot think of another card that would have been better for me. Yeah, we also got 1 item point thanks to the scout. And we adjust our unit die, and I will keep recruiting. I have 4 stars, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the captain for 3 stars thanks to my drill sergeant. Or maybe actually, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. I could potentially get the beach master. I think that would be a better trade-off right now. Let's see. Now I'll get him next turn. So I'll get this captain for 3 stars. So I'm down to 1. And I don't get any items or courage right now. And we take 8 hits, becomes 7 thanks to the medic. So we are down to 21 soldiers. Next turn, and we draw a new battle condition. No reserves. Each unit has 1 less regular and 1 less reserve specialist available for each type. Select 1 card randomly from the ones that have not yet been rallied. Treat these specialists as if they had been lost. let's see, a regular and one less regular and one less reserve specialist. Let's see, who are the regular ones? Okay, so these are the regular ones. We have 3 remaining. So we will roll a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the sharpshooter is now out of the game. And then they said reserve specialist, and that's these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So it's just going to be whichever number 6, which is the chaplain. So he's out of the game. Yeah, by the way, we also have the radio operator, which you could use to spend 2 stars to ignore the effect of the current battle condition. But obviously that's very expensive. I think two stars, first 2 stars to recruit him, and then a star to, 2 stars to not have to deal with that. So I usually don't get the radio operator. Okay, so we roll 1 last turn in this sector, and we need to get the hero, I can see now, for the next sector. And I'm gonna go with the courage and the star. Oh, now I'm getting the stars when I pretty much have everything that I need. That's ridiculous. And I'll save that courage too. Okay. So we get 2 courage from the RWB there, leadership RWB. Then we gain 2 more courage from the dice, and we get 4 stars, so we're up to 5. We adjust our unit die, and we will recruit the hero. See, let's keep him here. I'm gonna stand up and see if you can see him. Yeah, I wanted to see the specialist that I have rallied. And that's going to be 2 stars. We're down to 3. And that's it. I don't think I'm going to get anything else. Might want to get perhaps a grenade or something. 1 turn. That's not going to help me out a lot. So, yeah. We move into this sector. And we have to do machine gun fire. If we get a skull special damage, we have to lose a specialist. But instead, it's 1 courage. So we lose 1 courage, and then 4 soldiers becomes 3, thanks to the medic. So we are down to 18 soldiers. Okay, and we have some turns to spend here. It's kind of dicey with the machine gun, but I hope that we'll be all right. Inspirational speech. All units may reroll 1 die from their final tally in addition to all rerolling effects. So that's a good one. I don't feel like I need that many more stars, to be honest. I think I'm gonna start saving the soldiers. And I'm gonna re-roll all of those. Okay, saving the soldiers was a good idea. I will use the captain to change the color of this to white. So it's an RWB giving me 8 more soldiers. So we are up to 26. Then again 5, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. So we're up to 33. We gain 1 star. And we gain 1 courage from the map. And 1 item point. I don't know how many times I've forgotten that item point in this game, but probably many times. And that's it. We adjust our unit marker. We will definitely go ahead and recruit something. I am gonna go ahead and get the lieutenant. Not a particularly good roll. I like to get soldiers from the lieutenant to boost my forces. But, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes the lieutenant can be very helpful, and sometimes he doesn't really do much at all. Okay, so that's it. We don't want to get any item, I think. I want the Bangalore torpedo and a whistle, of course, but maybe later. Okay, so we roll. Waits for the machine gun, and it's 1 item point. That's my favorite. And then we lose 3 soldiers. And that's it for this turn. Surprise landing. This turn, fresh troops RWB and reinforcements RWB give 1 extra soldier in addition to the normal bonus. So that's, again, a good one. Man, I played entire games with not a single good one, so maybe I've just been unlucky. Okay, let's go ahead and roll. And there's a lot of skulls. That could be a good one now, Dead Man's Gift. I think I'm gonna save that one. And I'll save the soldiers. And I'll save the courage. And we have the soldier. Okay. So I used the captain to change the color to this. Also, I'm wondering, did I pay for that, Lieutenant? Did I forget? I think maybe I forgot, so I'm just gonna take away 3 stars. But I don't remember having that many stars, so I just removed 3 stars for the Lieutenant. Okay, so we changed the color to blue, so it's the Dead Man's Gift RWB, which gives us 2 stars and 17 item points. So we're up to 3 stars, and let's see here, 28 or 29 item points. So yeah, the Dead Man's Gift can be good when you're low on item points and need that Bangalore. We gain 3 soldiers, 1 courage, 1 more courage thanks to the map, and 1 item point thanks to our scout. We adjust our unit die, and I am gonna go ahead and recruit. Let's see what I want to get. I think I am gonna go ahead and get the corporal, which lets me reroll 1 die in my final tally. And then I am gonna go ahead and get the Bangalore torpedo for 20 item points. And then we roll the machine gun fire. And it's a skull, which means special damage on this specific sector. So it's 6 soldiers, which turns into 5. Thanks to the medics, we're down to 28. And then I have to lose a specialist. And actually this happened so few times for me. So I'm not sure if you actually lose -1 specialist. I'm guessing it just says -1, so I'm guessing I get to choose which one. And I believe the hero is perhaps the one that I have the least use for right now, so I'm gonna lose the hero. And I don't know how that works, because I need to have the hero to be in that zone, or maybe I simply just need the hero to move in, so that's how I'm gonna play it. I also noticed that the sharpshooter, which was removed by that battle condition, is required for this sector, so that means I'm not going to be able to go there. So, now I have a real sense of urgency here. That's very bad. Okay, so we lost the hero and we took the damage, so we go to the next turn. The longest day. At the start of phase 1, all units subtract 1 chevron from their unit marker. So that if they are in a can't stay here sector, they gain their choice of 1 star or 1 courage. So that's another good one, man. Okay. All right, so we go again. So that's good. We can stay for 1 extra turn here in this sector. And I'm gonna re-roll that. And I'm gonna go for the soldiers. Feels like that's what I kind of need right now. Perfect. Got an RWB there. Really nice. I'm gonna re-roll this with the corporal. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this for this. No, let's see here. I'm gonna change this one with the lieutenant. And then I will change the color of that to red with the captain. So we have 2 RWBs that way. We have the fresh troops, which gives us 5. So we're up to 32. Then we gain 8 more with the reinforcements, so we're up to 40. Wow. And then we get 6, 7, 8, 9 more, so we're up to 49 soldiers. Wow. Yep, that's how powerful your rolls can be when you rally the right specialists. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna get my die back. And that's it. We also gain 1 courage from the map. We adjust our unit marker and we roll the machine gun fire, and we lose 1 courage and 3 soldiers. We're down to 46. Oh yeah, I should have recruited. I forgot about that. I want to recruit, and I want to get the Beachmaster, which will give me 3 soldiers every time I advance for 2 stars. And that's it for this turn of the game. So we go to the next turn and take a new battle condition. A dangerous spill. A vehicle containing ordnance has turned over and caught fire. Before it explodes during phase 5, all items with an explosive icon can be found for half their normal cost, rounded up. When all vehicles explode, all units lose 1 soldier. Man, I should have waited to buy that Bangalore. That would have been very, very cheap. But I guess I can get the flamethrower now for 10 points. So that's very great. Okay, another good one. I can't believe it. Let's go ahead and roll. And I am gonna go with 1 of the stars just because I don't have so many stars left. And if we get stars on the machine guns, I want to be prepared for that. Let's see, courage. We need 7 more courage. We have that. So I'm gonna keep rolling. Save the soldier. And maybe do that one to get an RWB. Okay. So I changed the color to red with the captain. So that's an RWB, which gives me 2 courage. And then I gain 3 stars. We're up to 3. I gain 3 soldiers. We're up to 49. I gain 2 courage. So we're up to 11 courage. And I get 1 item point. Again, I don't know how many times I've forgotten to add item points with the scout, but probably many times. That's usually, like I said, that's usually something I forget. Okay, so recruiting. I am going to recruit the veteran for 2 stars. And I am going to go ahead and buy the flamethrower. It's 20 item points, but now it's going to be 10 thanks to that battle condition. So we're down to 1 item point. We adjust our unit marker, indicating that we have to move this turn. So we move up here. We spend 3 courage. We're down to 8. We gain 3 soldiers thanks to our Beachmaster. And then we will take 10 hits plus 1 machine gun fire. And the machine gun is a courage, so we lose 1 courage. And then we lose 9 soldiers thanks to the medic. Alright, I feel like we will actually win this. Next turn. Hour of Glory. Every hero, veteran and volunteer specialist earns their unit 1 star or 1 courage each. Oh, hero, veteran, volunteer, specialist. I don't think I have any of those. I don't even know which is the... I never heard of the volunteer specialist. Or the veteran for that sake. The hero I know. I guess maybe that's... I guess maybe the veteran, volunteer specialist, or... some specialists you use in that Atlantikwall model. The veteran I think I heard of. Let's see here, we have the hero, which we use the chaplain, and the point man. Yeah, I'm not sure which the veteran is, to be honest. It's none of these. Paratrooper. Okay, that's the veteran. Cool. So I got a veteran. So I'm going to add 1 star just in case I get blasted with machine gun fire. And the hero, I don't have him. Since I sacrificed him, I lost him here. And volunteer specialist, I don't know which one that is, to be honest. The volunteer. Anyway, let's go ahead and roll. And yeah, I should have lost the scout here, I see. So let's just, I didn't gain anything from him, so no foul. I'm gonna go with item points now. Whoops. Because I want to get the whistle. So I'll lock those too. And I reroll all of those. And then I reroll this one with the corporal. And then I will change the, let's see, the star with this tool here from the lieutenant. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm changing the color to white with the captain. So that's a special find RWB, which gives me 4 soldiers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, I'm telling you, the battle conditions are messing a little bit with my head. I can't remember if I got 3 soldiers for advancing or if I spent the courage that I needed to spend to enter. I don't think I did that, so let's just do it now. I'm down to 4 courage and I gain 3 soldiers. Oh. And then I gain 4 soldiers for this RWB, and I gain 1 extra soldier thanks to the veteran. And let's see, then I gain 2 soldiers, we're up to 57, and 1 courage. And then the 4 tools is going to give me 12 item points, so I'm up to 13. I'm sorry, it feels like this playthrough is a little bit messy, but yeah, the battle conditions mess a little bit with my head. Okay, so we adjust our unit die. I hope I remembered everything. And I am going to go ahead and buy the whistle for 7 item points. Let's see here, we're going to be down to 6. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and advance. And this time I will remember to do all of the steps. So we advance. I pay 4 courage, so I'm down to 1. I gain 3 soldiers, thanks to the Beachmaster. So I'm up to 60. I ignore the minefield, thanks to having the Minesweeper. I lose the medic, as the battle map or the map condition tells me to do. And then I deploy the Bangalore torpedo to remove the defensive value of this sector. So the only thing I have to care about, let's change my die back here, is the machine gun fire, which is 1 courage. Excuse me. And we adjust our unit die and remove the Bangalore torpedo. Okay, so we draw a new battlefield condition. Difficult terrain. This turn fresh troops RWB and reinforcements RWB give 1 less soldier to their unit than they would normally, to a minimum of 0. So that's actually a bad one. Okay, let's go ahead and roll. The last time we roll before we enter the bunker. So obviously we're gonna want as many soldiers as we can get now. Let's see here. Might as well go for a courage. And I'll go for that soldier and keep rolling. Okay, and I'll re-roll that skull with the corporal. Perfect. Okay, so I will change this color to blue with the captain, which gives me 8 soldiers, so I'm up to 68. 1, 2, 3 soldiers, so I'm up to 71. 2 stars, so I'm up to 4. 1 courage, so I'm up to 1. And then I gain 1 more soldier thanks to the veteran. Man, there's so many things to keep track of right now. And that's it. I'm not going to recruit anything. I'm not going to buy anything. So we adjust our unit die. as we advance to the bunker. And I use my whistle to advance, so I don't have to spend any courage. Thanks to the Beachmaster, we gain 3 soldiers, so we're up to 75 now. And then I also deploy my flamethrower, which is a -10 to the defensive value, so it's now 10 instead of 20. And we go ahead and roll, and we lose 1 item point. So we're down to 5 from 6. And again, it's going to do 10 in damage. We have 75 soldiers, so it's down to 65. Okay, well, that was crazy, because that was, I feel like the majority of the cards actually helped me out. That is the very first time that actually happens to me. I think this is one of the biggest victories I ever had on Omaha Beach. I have 65 soldiers, 1 courage, 4 stars, 5 item points. I have an award that I've used. I have 7 specialists still alive. Let's see the next ones. Friendly fire, that's a bad one. You lose soldiers. German artillery incoming. +3 defense value in every sector. Cloud weather, just what the invaders needed. The enemy's visibility is reduced. Okay, so that's a good one. Fog. Units cannot obtain a special find RWB by any means. Flash fire. All players lose 2 soldiers for each card with an explosive icon. Plane crash. The crash inflicts losses of 1 plus 1d6 soldier to all units present in that sector. Glory to the fatherland. The enemy intensifies fire. Each turn, each machine gun fire die has a result of 6. No need to roll. Complete chaos. Smoke, explosion, and gunfire mixed with fog and rain make the battlefield extremely difficult. All units roll 1 less die during phase 1. Heavy storm. All 1 soldier and 2 soldier results in final tallies lose their color for all players. Panzer at 12 o'clock. A panzer drives onto the battlefield. During phase 5, all units lose a number of soldiers equal to the panzer's total firepower. Weather broom. On all results of 1 to 2, reduce that sector's defense by 2. On a result of 3 to 4, the defense is unchanged. On a result of 5 to 6, defense is raised by 2. So this is a neutral card. Crippled by vicious bounding mines, wounded troopers scream in agony. This turn, units may not cross landmines. Units gain star by any means. Units cannot gain stars by any means this turn. So we have almost all of these cards are bad. Stuck in the mud during phase 5, no vehicle can move. Dark clouds. Subtract 2 from all machine gun fire dice. So that's a good one. But you saw out of all of these cards, I think 2 were good and 1 were neutral. So you can imagine how lucky I was with the battle conditions in this game, because really, when I've been using the battle conditions, it has not been in my favor. Guys, I want to say first of all thank you for watching my video. I want to apologize for a little bit of a messy run, because they're really with the badges, with the battle conditions and everything, and I don't usually play with the battle conditions, even though I do it sometimes. And it's just that when you're not used to it, you have, you know, your turn sequence, all of the faces in the back of your head, you know, it's almost in your spine, and then you add one thing, it kind of messes the whole thing up. And like I always say, for me, it's not only keeping track of the game, I have to keep track of my studio lighting, my external microphones, and the frame of the video and the camera and everything. So that's also something that I have to always keep in mind to make sure that the focus of the camera is right and so on, and that can change if I put my hand up too high, for example. That happened a few times. So that's my excuse for messing up, but I hope I didn't mess up too hard. I definitely forgot to account for the scout and getting item points in many turns, but beside that, I really hope I did not mess up too hard. I don't feel like I did. I think it was just minor fog of war, whatever happened, which I think is a thematic thing for this game. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You have now seen the modules which we will use with the new expansion pack. Moving on from the next video, we will use those modules and the modules from Way to Hell, and we will play map number 18. And before there was a total of 31 maps, but now we have 35 maps because I have received the new expansion pack to Do or Die, which includes 4 new maps. So we have 4 new maps, which I never played, by the way. So that's going to be very interesting. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you like my content. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video and give me a comment. It really does help me out a lot. Other than that, thank you again, and I hope to see you next time.